few months ago, I asked Claude to build a calendar schedule for me based on some details that I provided, like my daily or weekly routine. So Claude gave me this. It worked at first, and I've tried to stick to it at least for a month. Then I deleted the whole thing to start from scratch with this. Yes, a whole empty blank calendar. And I want to talk about why, because the reason is not about the calendar. There is actually something I've got wrong for years. So let's get into it. So the thing is, first day, fresh month, and you start with a fresh new system, new calendar. And I felt like I finally had my life together with a clear monthly schedule. So it worked for a few days, maybe a few weeks. And at some point, I just felt tired of checking what I was supposed to be doing every hour. And of course, after a few weeks, during this time, I completely stopped checking, and I even started to adjust some blocks and trying to change it based on what I have experienced in the previous days or in the previous weeks. And honestly, that's a pattern for me. I get excited about new things, new plans, new system, and then I follow it for a few days, and then it's just quietly stops. I actually talked about this brain pattern on a previous video, the novelty seeking, when new equals exciting and exciting fades so fast. So yeah, this was that once again. Of course, I was thinking that I'm inconsistent, which is even why I asked AI to create something that was built for me, like based on my daily or weekly routine. But that's not actually what was happening. Actually, I was not inconsistent. I was being pretty consistent, just with the wrong plan, like the wrong schedule. Of course, Claude or any AI can build you a calendar schedule in seconds. It can actually fill every hour with something useful, but it doesn't know your energy. It doesn't know that you crash after 2 p.m. Of course, it's optimized for something complete, but not for something that you could actually live inside of. For me, at least, I kept adjusting and moving things around and even deleting some blocks because it was just too much. So yeah, then I finally deleted all of them, everything. And of course, I will still keep my basics like birthdays and those kind of things, but based on the full schedule of the daily and weekly routine, I deleted everything. Removing everything felt like failing, but of course, the most important for me wasn't to add more and more confusion, overwhelm into my daily routine. So yeah, it felt like the right choice, and also it felt like me being honest with myself. So when I went back to that blank calendar, I didn't start just to filling it right away. I first asked myself something I didn't ask before. What do I actually need based on my different brain patterns? And so yeah, that's the question. So what do I really need? Or maybe you can say, what does your brain actually need? And that's around when I actually took this thing. It's basically a quick quiz that I created that gives you your creative brain profile. You have few questions to answer, and then at the end, it gives you a map or a plan that you can start applying or testing that is based on your profile. It's not a personality test for fun. It's actually based on real patterns, your energy levels, how you relate to structure. So I will drop the link below if you want to check your profile before building or rebuilding anything. So this time I've decided not to rebuild the full thing, but rebuilding the process, one piece at a time, and testing it for a few days. I'm actually going to watch what actually sticks instead of assuming a full perfect system is going to work just because it looks great on screen. Some part will probably fail again. I'm actually okay with that now, that's kind of the point. So you check and see what actually works and what fails. And of course, you are not going to get it right or everything right on the first try. So if you are interested in me showing that rebuild process, feel free to let me know in the comment, and I will be more than happy to document that for the next videos. So the thing that I want you to remember is that the right system was never about finishing what someone else built for you. It's about noticing slowly what actually fits. And with that being said, if you have been struggling with understanding your patterns and energy peaks and those kind of things, I've actually made a video about just that. So feel free to check it after this one.